Hi, welcome to my channel, Maria Hearts Yarn. Today we are going to be crocheting a small size dog sweater. To make this dog sweater, you will need number 4 weight yarn, 5mm crochet hook, scissors, and a sewing needle. 5mm crochet hook, it's called an H-8. And I'm choosing to start with a gray yarn. You can choose whatever color you would like. This is a number 4 weight. I'm going to begin with a slip knot and chain 38. And this is for our small size. Okay, then we are going to yarn over, and in the second chain from our hook, we are going to do a half double crochet. And we are going to do 1 half double crochet in each stitch across. This is going to total out to 36 half double crochets for round number 1. Now for rows 2 and 3, we're going to chain 1, turn our work, and we're going to work 1 half double crochet into each stitch across. Again, this is going to total out for 36 half double crochets. We are going to complete this for rows 2 and 3, and I will meet you back here when I am done. Now for row number 4, we are going to chain 1. We are going to do 2 half double crochets in the first stitch. And then we are going to do 1 half double crochet into each of the remaining stitches until we make it to our last stitch of this row. Okay, so now we have reached our last stitch of this row, so we are going to add 2 half double crochets into this last stitch. we are going to chain 1, and now we are in row 5. And for row 5 and 6, we are going to do the same thing. We are going to do 1 half double crochet into each of the stitches. Now there is a total of 38 stitches. So we will do 38 half double crochets for row 5 and 6, and I'll meet you guys back here when I have completed row number 6. Completed row number 6, and I am going to cut my yarn because I am actually going to make this 2 different colors. So now I'm going to add in my maroon color. I'm going to chain 1, turn my work, and for row number 7, we are going to do 2 half double crochets into this first stitch and 2 half double crochets in our last stitch, with leaving 1 half double crochet into the between stitches. And when I change my yarn color, I just crochet right over top of my ends of the yarn here, and then that just saves on time of weaving the ends in later. You may choose to weave in your ends in later on, and that is totally fine. Nothing wrong with that. This just saves me a little bit of time. Okay, so we are at our last stitch here, so we are going to do 2 half double crochets into that last stitch, and now we are on row 8. So on rows 8 through 11, we are going to chain 1, and we're going to do 1 half double crochet into each of the 40 stitches. So once I complete row number 11, I will meet you guys back here and show you what we do next. Okay, so now row number 11 has been completed. What we are going to do is we just did our last half double crochet. Do not do a chain one. What we are going to do is fold it over, and in our very first half double crochet, we are going to make a slip stitch. And then we are going to chain one, turn our work, and we are going to do 40 half double crochets all the way around. Okay, and then we are going to again, our first half double crochet, we are going to do a slip knot. And I'm going to change my color back to gray. Okay, so cut the maroon yarn, add our gray back in here, pull this loop closed. We're going to chain one, turn our work, and again we are going to work 40 half double crochets around. So right now we are on row 13. We are going to do 40 half double crochets all the way until we get to row 22. And I'm going to meet you guys back here once I complete this until we reach row 22. Okay, so now I just finished row 22. I'm going to slip stitch to my first half double crochet, chain one, turn my work. I am going to do one half double crochet into the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to chain 7. We are then going to skip 7 half double crochets from the previous row. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and into our next half double crochet, we're going to insert our hook and complete a half double crochet. So this will be number 1. We are going to do 19 more half double crochets, so a total of 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 20. We are going to again chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are going to skip 7 stitches from the previous row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In the 8th, we are going to do a half double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. We are then going to slip stitch to our first half double crochet. We are going to chain 1, turn our work. We are going to do 1 half double crochet into each stitch around. Okay, we are going to slip stitch to our first half double crochet. I am going to change back to gray yarn. Okay, I'm going to do 1 half double crochet into each stitch around. I'm going to do this for 3 more rows, and I will meet you guys back here when I'm done with my 3rd row. Okay, so now we are going to slip stitch. We are going to chain 1, turn our work. Now we are going to yarn over and we are going to do 2 half double crochets together in these first 2 stitches. So what you do for a half double crochet, in case you don't know, is yarn over, insert into the first loop, yarn or pull up your loop, yarn over again, insert into that second loop, pull the yarn through. Now we'll have 5 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull our yarn through all 5 of the loops. That is our first half double crochet. Now we are going to do 8 into the next 8 stitches. We are going to only do 1 half double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We are going to again do a half double crochet 2 together. So yarn over, insert into the first loop, pull up a loop. So now we have 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over again, insert into that next stitch, pull up a loop. Now we have 5 loops on our hook. We are going to yarn over and pull through all 5 loops. Then again, we are going to do 1 half double crochet in the next 8 stitches. And we are going to do a half double crochet 2 together again. Yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert into the next loop, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 5 loops. And then 8 into the next 8 stitches, we are going to do 1 half double crochet. Yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 5 loops. 1 half double crochet into the next 8 stitches. Okay, we are going to slip stitch into our first half double crochet, chain 1, turn our work. We are going to do 1 half double crochet in our first stitch, and then we are going to do 1 front post double crochet. So what we are going to do is, so here was our first half double crochet. So right here is going to be where we are going to put our front post double crochet. And what you do is let me demonstrate that. So yarn over, and this will be our post right here in between the 2. So say you are going to do a half double crochet. You would do your half double crochet right here. But instead we are going to insert in there to where it's all the way through, and then we're going to come up in the next one. So as you see right here, here is our post. We are going to yarn over and pull the yarn through. We are going to yarn over and go through the first 2 loops just like a double crochet, yarn over and go through the last 2. So that is completed our double crochet, but it is called a front post double crochet. And what this is going to do is it's going to leave a nice textured edge. So now we are going to yarn over, and in this very next loop here, we are going to do a half double crochet. And then we are going to do a front post double crochet again. So again, we would go in here to do our half double crochet. So all we need to do first, make sure you have that yarn over. We are going to insert in that, go around the post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through the first 2 loops, yarn over, go through the last 2 loops. Yarn over, do your half double crochet into that very next stitch. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate that a few more times, but this time it's going to be a little bit quicker. If you need it to go a little bit slower, go ahead and rewind to the beginning of this row. So we are going to do our front post double crochet, and then we are going to do our half double crochet. Again, front post, and then our half double crochet. Let's repeat this all the way around. Okay, we completed our last front post double crochet. Now we will slip stitch to our first half double crochet. We are going to chain 1. Do not turn your work. We do not want to turn our work because what we are doing is we are leaving this texture here. If we turn our work, if you look on the back side, it doesn't look as pretty. You'll be able to see once we do a few of these rows. So let me demonstrate what we do in this row. So do not turn, you chain 1, yarn over, and we're going to do our half double crochet, and then we are going to do our front post. So instead of going here around our post, we are actually going to go around the post down here. So wrap it around that post, do your double crochet, and then in this very next stitch, we will do our half double crochet. Yarn over, here is our post. So we just want to loop it down here around the post. Oops. And then do our half double crochet in the next one. So we are just doing the same pattern. We are going to do this pattern for 2 more rows. In the middle of that, after this row, I'm going to be changing my yarn back to the maroon color. So I will meet you guys back here once I have done 2 more of this pattern. So what you are doing is you are doing 1 half double crochet, and then 1 front post double crochet. And then you will slip stitch to your first half double crochet from that row, chain 1, but do not turn your work. I'll see you back here when I'm done. Okay, we are on our last row of this sweater, so congratulations if you've made it this far. We are going to do a chain 1. Now, for this row, we are going to do front post double crochet all the way around. So we are going to just loop around every single post, including our half double crochets and our front post double crochets. And really quick, I want to show you guys what it looks like on this side. So as you can see here, this is what the back looks like. So that's why it's really important to make sure that those last rows, you were not chaining 1 and turning your work. Because if you can see, that's what the back looks like, where this is what the front looks like. So it's a much better texture look from the front side than the back side. And you don't want one row to look nice like this and then another row to be backwards pretty much. So here we go, back to what we were doing. So yarn over, I did my last front post double crochet around a front post double crochet from the previous row. So if you see, the next one we are going to do right here, and that was a half double crochet from the previous row. And then here's the next one. Here's the next one. Okay, and we are just going to complete this all the way around. Okay, and then we are going to slip stitch to our first half double crochet. We will cut our yarn. Now, what we are going to do, so here is our end product. So what we are going to do now is I'm going to do half double crochet around the holes, and then I'm going to tidy up the edges here, and we are going to do single crochet around the bottom of this. So for our leg holes, just gonna insert our hook. Make sure that this is the correct side and you are not working inside out. We are going to join with a slip stitch, chain one, and then do half double crochet all the way around. Okay, now slip stitch, cut your yarn, and now we will do the same thing to the other leg hole, and I'll meet you guys back here when I am done. Okay, here we are. There are both leg holes. Now down here, I am going to do this border in gray. So I'm going to join in a gray part. You can join here, here, or you can even do it in the maroon. I just like to join it here so that when I weave this in later, it'll be really easy to hide it in the same color. Okay, so chain one, and we are going to do a single crochet around this part. We don't want it too bulky, so that's why I choose to do a single crochet instead of the half double crochet. If you want it to be more bulky, you may do it however you please. Okay, and then in the corner stitches, we're going to do 2 single crochets to make this corner. And then just continue along the bottom. And I'm again crocheting over top of this end that I would be weaving in. You may choose to do it like this, or if you do not prefer this way, you can just get your needle and weave that in with a needle instead of doing it this way. I just like that this saves me time from weaving in. Okay, and here is this corner stitch. So we are going to do 2 single crochets and then work our way along the opposite side of this V shape. What this V shape does in this sweater is it allows your dog to use the restroom with the sweater on. It also gives them a little bit of breathing room instead of it being tight all the way down. They're able to move a little bit better. And down through the bottom here, I just do 1 single crochet. Even around this loop here, I just do 1 single crochet and it lays flat. It doesn't bulk up and it just adds a really nice finish to it. Okay, 1 more, and then here was our first single crochet. So just slip stitch and then cut your yarn. All right, and at this point, now all I have to do is I flip my sweater. Well, here it is so far. So what I do from this point on is I will flip it inside out. And then there are just 4 ends to weave in. Let me snip that one. So we have this one down here, the 2 leg holes, and then my very top. And instead of all of this changing of the colors, I don't have to weave in all of those ends. So I hope you guys liked this video. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos. See you guys next time.